Yo, what's up, guys? It is another day, another dollar, another crosser on the crosser. Let's get it. It is Wednesday. Today is legs and shoulders day. And I switched from, look at this. I switched from this cool little camera setup to just on my phone because this freaking camera setup sucks. It really sucks because I have to remember to turn on the audio, and then when I forget to have the audio on, and every time I forget the audio, and it's not even purposely, I record a good ass video. So I don't know, I might just stop entirely doing that and just keeping that at the office, and then probably recording content at the office if I have anything in the morning, and then recording on my phone here. I mean, this looks like a nice setup. It's like you guys are, I guess, riding with me, and you get to see. I was like watching the video. You get to see like the roof. Tesla, which is pretty cool. They're just like stupid little tint. But when they did this, they didn't have a tint that matched this. So the guy had to like cut a sliver of another tint line and put it on to like not have a little line between the two tints sheets, if that makes sense. But today was a relatively busy day. On a level of 0 to 10 on a locked in scale, I would say I was probably at like I was probably at a 6 locked in scale. I was watching some YouTube videos today. It's not like I was like watching unproductive YouTube videos, but I was watching some YouTube videos while I was working, which is like not optimal. So that kind of sucked. But overall, did I move the needle today? Yeah, I would say I got a lot done today. And it definitely helps a lot, again, like when you have clarity on what to do every day. When you do have clarity on what to do every day, it's a lot easier to be productive because you don't have to have the mental thought of, what do I do right now? Because even that mental thought will anchor you in the unproductive zone. So when you don't have clarity, there's chaos. So that's that. This is my first day on the cold tub sauna gym, or sauna, cold tub sauna, dinner, travel gym, and then straight back home from gym, and then I'm about to go back to a sauna. Apparently there's like, not even apparently, it's like, so the sauna has crazy benefits. There was like one study, don't quote me on this, it was like a 25% decrease in all-cause mortality diseases, essentially meaning you have a 25% less likelihood of all diseases, not just like a specific disease, all diseases, all-cause mortality by 25%, or whatever the figure is. I know it's a very significant amount. If you did, I think it was like what the fuck is going on here? 4 to 7 sauna sessions a week. So that's pretty intense. But with the schedule I have now, that's pretty easy to do. So the only thing I've been lacking on right now is the book reading again. I folded. Yes, I did fold. I freaking folded. Back on my phone again. But that essentially from Monday to Thursday of last week, I was just straight on reading the 48 Laws of Power. I actually really enjoy that book. Not in the sense of I like manipulating people, but I like the stories in the book of how it represents each of the interpretations of the laws. Like the first one was like never outshine the master, and essentially there was this fucking guy that threw this huge party in his city. Don't quote me on anything. There's this guy that threw a huge party, it's way back like hundreds of years ago. Threw a huge party in his city, and it ended up like being a fucking huge turnout, and the fucking like king or whoever it was, the master, got pissed off because he was getting so much recognition for this, and it looked like he was kind of, it was a sign of him. The person that threw the party actually wasn't trying to outshine the master. He wasn't trying to deliberately to look a lot bigger and to be a person who can throw more extravagant parties. it was actually he actually wanted to, I think, impress the master in trying to show him that he can throw fascinating and extravagant parties. But the master actually took it the completely wrong way. And in the book, in the interpretation of the law, it talks about never go too far of extent to impress the master, or you actually end up triggering insecurity out of the master. I definitely didn't word that well, but essentially, if you go too far in trying to impress the master, and the master could be, someone that's just higher level than you. The problem is when they do say master, it's like, I don't have a master. I do have a master, figuratively, I think, figuratively, that's how you say it. But it would be someone like God. Like God, I would never try to outshine, because he is almighty, and he is the biggest of them all. So, and I'm not a super religious person. I do believe in God, though. I do believe that there's a higher power out there. I do believe that there is, and if this is just, my human existence trying to believe that there is some higher existence because we don't want to feel alone in this new universe, maybe. But it's not, I wouldn't say fun to think about, because I actually believe in a thing. I believe in it because there's just so many coincidences, and there's so many different lines that happen in our life that's like, how is that not orchestrated by something? Like, how is that, like, this is like it's just too like, it's too much of a coincidence, and like too much, like, there just has to be something that's orchestrated. And like, I don't know about, we came from, what the fuck, traffic out, so be careful here. There we go. So, I forgot what I was saying, but I was saying something about God. Yeah, God is someone, or someone or something. I'm not very religious, so like, I'm not like a Christian, by any means, but I do believe in God. I forget the religion that is called, or whatever belief that is, but I believe in God. I think, or whatever you think, I think there is some sort of, maybe the label is not God, maybe the label is, I don't know, Holy Spirit, or just a higher, more divine power, or maybe not divine, just someone who's just watching over us, or the big universe. But I believe there's something out there. I do believe so. And it might be, gut instinct that you have all the time. Like, it might be that. Like, that might be that higher calling or whatever. But again, at the end of the day, this might all be just fairy dust and whatnot. And that's, if it is, then that's that. But I like to have something I believe in like that, to have a sense of security, almost, to know that I'm not alone in the battles I face every single day, and that I can thank someone, something, or someone for all the blessings and all the hardship that that thing or someone, again, or God, has put in front of me and has put me through. And I know, like, everything that, it's like, kind of gives me like a net to fall under. It's like, it kind of gives me a of like, if this happens, it's because it was planned for you. If this happens, it's because it was meant to happen for you, not happen to you. And this is a thing you guys have to realize. Like, when bad shit happens to you, whether it's God or whatever, let's just say life, like, that happened for you. Like, that happened for you. Did not happen to you. That happened for you. If your fucking girlfriend cheated on you, that happened for you. If when you're, let's just say, for example, because mostly probably male audience, if your girlfriend fucking cheated on you, then you're essentially in a split road. You can either be the fucking bum, the cuck, that tries to pursue her again, or diverts that void of attention to other vices, like additional women, or liquor, or all these vices that are terrible for you. You can either go down that route and be a fucking bum, Or you can take the route of, you know what, she cheated on me. Like, the truthful part is, I was not, and a lot of you guys don't want to fucking admit it, but I was just not good enough. I was just not the man that I could have been. Like, if it was like a breakup, you know, there's some parts of you that are fucked up. But if she cheated on you, if a girl cheated on you, and don't get me wrong, I've been cheated on before, so I'm not just speaking on my ass. Like, I've been through that fucking pain, and I've been through like all that bullshit. And what I've gone out of it was like, dude, if a girl cheats on you, first of all, that's the highest form of disrespect ever. Highest form of disrespect. And I can't even talk about the story I went through, the shit I went through, because that would have been not PG at all for this channel, even though this channel is not really that PG. But that's like for like in-person conversation, not recorded type of stuff. But essentially, if you get cheated on, that's a real sign to you. There also could be, you know, situations where the girl is just, I'm not gonna get on that, but like, if you get cheated on, okay, whether it's a girl or a guy or whatever, doesn't matter. It means you were just not good enough. You were just not even standard. You were not even what standard was. And it could also be just it could also be like, how do I say this? Like, it could also be that you are good enough, and it was just some how do I say it? Like, your values didn't align with them. And what happened was, maybe we're good enough, and then they just couldn't take you. But most of the time, it's because a lot of people won't admit it, is that you are not someone that is good enough to be the person to not be cheated on with. Because when someone has that thought, it's because there was something that was not secure about their current relationship, and that was some quality about you, or maybe about the relationship. I always take extreme accountability for everything, so like, anything that happened, it was because of my fault. And it's not like to do like no pick me bullshit, but like, we just have, that's one of our core values, is like extreme accountability. Like, anything that happens is my fault, and I take full accountability for everything that happens in my life. But like, when you get cheated, okay, so when you get cheated, I've been cheated on twice. Sucks. Have you been cheated on before? You know the same feeling. Like, it's the worst feeling ever. It's absolutely the worst. It's like fucking, it drains you out of every fucking thing you had, especially when you actually genuinely like the person. And it sucks, but that is probably the most potent fuel, apart from your family's about to die, than anything. Like, if your family's about to die and you have to make $1 million, you're gonna make $1 million. Like, that's just how you're gonna, that's what's gonna happen. But the fuel you get from a heartbreak, especially early on, because I'm assuming you don't have any of these, your family's about to die situations when you're a teenager. You're like, fuck. But you probably have, if you're a teenager, that you have a situation where some girl broke up with you, or you became this fucking party animal, and you realize that, oh shit, I am actually a huge piece of shit, and I've gone fat, or I've gone arrested. I haven't gotten arrested, thank God, you know. But like, I've been through all this, you know, really bad stuff, and it's not, if I continue down that path, it's not gonna look well for me in the future when I'm actually an adult and have more responsibilities. Like, I have to take care of a fucking child. But I have to take care of a child, and I have to do all these things, because the repercussions in that stage, when you have a child, when you have rent due every month, when you have shit like this, when you have more responsibilities, it's like, when you fail, it hits a lot harder. I'm not saying like, you know, well, like, you got to realize that like, failing now as a teenager is so much better than failing when you're like 25, or even 25. And most people consider 25 extremely young. I'm so grateful for the opportunities I'm presented today, because it has taught me so many fucking lessons that I get to essentially siphon, so that when I'm 20, 21, 22, I'm a fucking G. Like, I know every fucking lesson in the book. I can start any company I want, and that company I start will become $1 million, multi-million bucks, half a B, which is where it's gonna be. That rhymed. But I'm essentially documenting everything, which is really cool. I'm nearly filming an episode every day. I'm essentially documenting my life. To show you guys the real raw reality of being an 18-year-old entrepreneur. It's stressful. It is not fun. It is not for the weak. It is 10-hour, 11-hour, 12-hour work days every single day of the week if you really want to make it. And it is not an easy feat by any means. But I asked for this. I could have just went to college. That probably honestly would have been just as hard. Like if I wanted to, especially with the place I started from, if I wanted to like get a nice degree, to get a nice job somewhere,